Hey, how's it going, everyone? In this video, we are going to be analyzing TikTok songs from 2020, 2021, and 2022. Let's go ahead and start. Styles, I'm going to be ggplot. Just going to import the file. CSV. This is the file we're going to use for the first iteration. This is the data that we have. This is the data that we are going to be using. Let's investigate first. Okay. Okay, this is good, right? Is there anything else that we would want to do? Not yet. So we are already pumped. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to see who are the most frequent artists. I'm going to count the values. We're going to chart it, top 10. I'm going to plot it. So let's go ahead and see if there are any albums that are repeated frequently. Yep, there are. Head. Just care about the top 10. These are the top 10 albums. The other thing that we could do is we can go ahead and view the duration that is. This is too high. Seems like. Okay, let's go ahead and find out what is the average time. Let's go ahead and find the mean. Okay, 19,000 is the mean. We just don't want the top 10. SIP. So 147, right? Songs that are longer than 19. Okay, this is really interesting. What other data points? Let's go ahead and see what are the value count. What are the variations of time? Okay, let's go ahead and plot it. Let's go ahead and do the bar. For this particular one, what we will do is was there any particular ones that we would want to get rid of? Particular data point? No, there are. Let's go ahead and remove the mode. Take the key. I think this was the first thing that we did. Who are the top 10 artists? Okay, these are the top 10 artists: Doja Cat, Lady Gaga, Kanye West. Cool. So this is not decibel, this is danceability. Let's go ahead and sort it out. We're going to be focusing on danceability. So we are just going to be focusing on tracks. Okay, the other thing that we could do is track name. Okay, there we go, right? We do have the track name. These are the list of top 10 tracks that have danceability. We can plot these things out too. Yep, there we go. Are we gonna do the exact same thing? Let's go ahead and see the correlation. Numeric, I always tend to use. Okay, there we go. This is a correlation, but it seems like it is a little bit difficult for us to see. It's much better. Let's spread this thing out. All right, there you go. The darker ones have more correlation. Track pop and artist pop. Yeah, that's it. Um, what we can do is I'm going to use the pair plot. Sometimes it takes a good minute to plot these data, right? There are a bunch of data that has to be plotted. So what are the other interesting data points? Um, it's time duration. We do have tempo, liveliness, instrumentness. And so if we wanted to use a song that is more acoustic than the danceability, we would use what's sorted by acousticness. If our biggest concern is danceability, like most of the users use songs to dance and make a TikTok video out of it. Artist pop. And so now, once we're done with this data set, once we have a pair plot, what we will do is we are going to be using the data from 2021. Um, Here we are with CSV. We'll do the super simple analysis. Okay, there we go. Even though these are pretty smaller ones, there's some histograms. Pair plot is one of those valuable tools that everyone should have as their arsenal. Okay, let's go ahead and import another data set. It's not a lot. So all of the data looks clean. Again, we're not worried about this data points that we do not care about, but we're not going to be removing. We're not going to drop it. We're just going to let it be here for a while. Let it do it. Let's just double confirm. Yep, we don't have it. What we will do is let's go ahead and sort. Or let's go ahead and value count. Artist name. Okay, Justin Bieber is the number one, but what about the top ones, right? Plot. There we go. What about the albums? Let's go ahead and check out the albums too. Yep, there are a few albums they have been repeating. Most used albums. We were worried about danceability too. Let's go ahead and see a track name, artist name. And this time we are going to take the duration as a parameter too. And yes, most definitely. Oops. But we're going to be focusing on danceability. Excuse me. All right, there you go. Okay. Let's go ahead and plot it out. While we're plotting it out, we do not care about these things. Okay, these are the top 10 danceable songs. If we are trying to Looking for acoustic ones. This is exactly what we would do. And instead of danceability, we're going to take the causticness. Paste it right here, boom. Sort by. So are these the warnings that we're getting? Yep. Let's go ahead and run all. We totally forgot. We do have that. Excuse me. We do have that pair plot, which is going to take some time. Yeah, it's stuck right here. It is totally fine. At the meantime, we're going to be investigating the other one that we have. We're going to see a correlation now, and we're going to plot it. Boxplot is also one of those tools that is really valuable to use eventually when we move to data science, machine learning, type of prediction, training models. We are going to be using it aggressively, but for the time being, the tools that we have is going to be good enough. And so let's go ahead and see who were these artists, right? Are these the albums? These are the albums. We need to see the albums and the artists too, because we don't know. If we go down here, we don't know who these artists are, whose album these are. But looking at right here, we do know that these are the artists. Most of them are females. The only one that I know was male is Kanye West. Did it work? Yep, it worked. Okay. So now what we will do is let's go ahead and try to see a track name. We are going to df.group by artist name. Okay, these are the total songs of each artist. Tracks count. now there's Neo. It's a real nice thing. Lil Nas X. Okay. What about the average duration, right? Let's go ahead and see the average duration. Dot mean is the average duration. So go ahead, and this is the correlation matrix. It does not look like there's a very strong correlation between any of these data sets. Let's go ahead and build a pair plot. Definitely it's going to take some time. Here we can see a little darker ones. 39 is the highest one, 0.39. Yep. Correlation between track pop and artist pop. After this, we are going to be moving with we're going to make our we're going to see the head. And then we are going to see if there is any empty columns and row without any values. It is taking a little bit longer, but I guess when we were doing a pair plot, it took pretty much the same amount because pair plot is this complicated. In diagram, it must take a long time and some processing power to process the data. We're still executing it. It's been 2 minutes and 26 seconds. In the future, what I would do is I will increase the speed of these videos so you don't have to wait this long. Also, at this point, I could cut the video and reduce the time. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there we go. It took us 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Let's go ahead and try to find where it is. So this is it right here. As we have not removed any of these columns, this is the data that has been produced. It looks really interesting. There's a histogram right here. Most of them are scatter plot. Yep, this is it. Let's go ahead and view load another data. Let's go ahead and see if there's any. No, but there is not. It looks like it is clean data. The first thing that we're going to be doing again is going to see top 10 artists, most frequent repeated albums. Oops. It's the most used album. Let's go ahead and choose the duration. The average time of a song is this. What were the other data points that we were investigating? The first one is going to be rows, and then it's going to be column. Okay, what we would do is tracks. Let's go ahead and see this one too. Danceability. I'm going to plot it. Title, is it just a track or tracks or what is it? This is track name. The name of the column is track name. There we go. Now it says track. It's track name. Alright, there we go. Now let's go ahead and see a correlation. It's going to be 3. Well, this is fine. Let's do a 3. 2, we already do have 2, right? Okay, this one was fast. This is it for now. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.